talk about the e-file anatomy. When you buy an e-file, it's included control unit, it included handpiece, and it is included of a feet control. It's here, 1 feet control. I always use that, but many of the nail tech, they don't use it, they don't like it, but I love it. I love to control the hand piece with my feet. So this unit, this control unit, and actually do the electricity come to here, and then you have a control for your speed. You turn it off, on, you put forward, reverse, and also you can control that you want to work with your feet or with your hands. And the most important part of your e-file is your hand piece. Your hand piece is your baby. You must to be careful about your hand piece. And after each working, you must clean up the opening part. Here you see it works like that. You put your bit inside. I will put 1 bit for you inside, and you just close it. So always you must to clean this part. It's very important, and every year you must to maintain your hand piece, because actually this work for you, and you don't need to use your hand a lot. And there is a lot of dust, they go inside of the disc part and they stick there, and your hand piece start to warm up in your hand. For example, if you work more than 20 minutes, your hand start to be hot. So that's why you must to maintain your hand piece every year. And also when you work with your hand piece, it look like you work with the pencil, and you hold it like that, and try to buy a hand piece that it match with your habit. I have this hand piece in my studio. I have this one. I love this more than this because it's very light, and if even it's 1 hour in my hand, I don't feel anything heavy and pressure on my hand. And also I did buy this. It's like very thin here. It was, as you see, I never use it. It's very thin here for me, and it looked like very good. It's the same company I did buy, but I think I like more this type. Like I like to hold this part, not this part. So as you can see, this part of this is very thin, and yeah, I didn't use that, but there is many hand piece that it fit your habit, you know. Be careful when you buy it. And what else I wanted to talk about, like now I will talk about how to shop it. For buying e-file, it's important to pay attention. Now I talk about how to shop it. It's important to pay attention with two things when you want to buy a e-file. One is RPM. RPM, it means rotation per minute. rotation per minute. Just means how fast the beat spin per minute. Is a measurement of speed but not power. This is just measurement of speed, not power. Okay, and it means how many times the beat it's rotating per minute. Okay, and when you buy it, you will see RPM 30,000, RPM 35,000, RPM 40,000. You will see the number like that. It means your beat will be a speed like every 1 minute in the maximum of your speed. In the maximum of your speed, 1 minute your beat will be rotating for 30,000 times. So, but when you buy a e-file, it's important you know about the torque. Okay, it's very important. What does mean torque? When torque is not enough, you start to put more pressure on top of the nail. That's why I need you pay attention to the torque. Torque, it's what is this? Okay, for example, you start to filing your the nail to remove gel, and you put your bit here and you come down. Okay, let's think you are in the 15,000 RPM and you come down. So when you put it, it's like vzz, vzz, vzz. It means that machine have a good torque that you don't need to pressure, and it's like you don't need to pressure your hand to have a same speed everywhere. Okay, but sometimes when you buy a machine and you put the bit for remove or to make a shape, is like that. It means the torque of that machine it's very less, and it doesn't have the same pressure all over. The speed of beat all over is the same, but the torque is not the same. So it's make you a lot of hole. It doesn't give you a good shape. Sometimes you cannot to control the pressure. Sometimes it go down and client feel heat. So when you buy a machine, it's important to look at the RPM and torque at the same time. Torque, RPM is not power, is a speed. Torque, it's I don't want to tell you it's power, but it's a power to control that speed. So it's very important. You can shop your e-file. You can find in everywhere, Amazon, or and you just search e-file and many sites pop up. But one of the sites that I love it's U-Tools. It's all about the manicure and pedicure, and they have a high quality brand there, even Beats. And I love the drill here. If you have a plan to buy it and upgrade your things, as you can see here, also they mention you will go to shop and you will go to the here nail drill, and then you will go to the classic one. Okay, go to the classic one, and then this page will be up here. And also they wrote here for you, all machine have torque of 3 and RPM up to 30,000. So they mentioned that these two, it's high in their store, and as you can see, when it's 30,000 is not less than 3, because if these two is not work together, it make your work very hard. And now I will go there, and for example, this is mine. I have this one for $300. If just we go there and we see here, my RPM is 35,000 and my torque is 3.2. It's a good. You can back here, I will show you a bit cheaper. They have many style like that, style like that. And for example, this is expensive. This one also is 300, and as you can see, it's 35 RPM and 3.2, and it's 1300. And I'm sure they have $289 if they open it for us. This is also a marathon, and you can see here it's 35,000 and torque is 3.2. all it's good, and if I need one, I just go there and I buy it. It's actually that price, it has a good value for this in my idea, because you know that you will buy a good quality, and that system you buy, it will be work for you more than 5-6 years or even more. I had one for 10 years ago, 12 years ago, and all pieces is high quality. And yeah, my recommendation for you guys, you never buy a portable, because they are not enough strong. The portable one, they have a battery inside. It's like cute and beautiful and light, but actually doesn't have power. So when you go with the portable one, and this RPM, it will go less, and torque also will go less, and it doesn't give you a good control on your work. It's hard to work. So here I will talk about some do and do not for your e-file. You must always treat your handpiece as a baby. This is your baby, so be very, very gentle with the handpiece, and keep dust out of the opening. Always after each manicure, just clean here. Get your handpiece maintained every year, I told you, and there is some place here for air circulation inside, so always dust they go inside. You need to open this and clean up inside and do your maintain every one time a year. Invest in highest quality that you can afford, and consider when you buy, consider torque. I know all of you talk about RPM, but actually consider torque as well as RPM. They must to be matched together. What you don't do with your e-file, don't rub your handpiece, never ever. Use force, don't use force when you filing. When you're filing, and if you need to do force to file it, it means you are not in the good speed. It means your bit is not good for the job that you wants to do. Maybe you must need to change your bits, or maybe your bit is very old, or maybe your machine between your RPM and torque is not a good match. So when you start, as I told you, it start to make some places you don't need to pressure, but some places you need, and the voice, it will be like that. So like that, when you need to force is not good. E-file is not good, hand speed is not good, you must to change it, or I don't know, change your speed, or I don't know, your beat, and yeah. And buy a don't buy a battery pack unit that I told you, they are not as strong. And again, don't rely on RPM, you must to look at both RPM and torque. I hope this video will help you to choose your best e-file, and don't scare to put your money in the e-file, because e-file, it's one of the tools in your manicure and pedicure that you always work with, and it's very important to be comfortable with them and you can trust them to help you. So don't be cheap when you want to buy your e-file. Bye.